Hello there, this is DBT, and this Art of Rund. And alright, let's continue playing some more Asphalt 9, and today I'm gonna be driving the Aston Martin Victor at 6 stars in multiplayer to determine how far can it take me? Oh yeah, you know it, it's time for another episode where I test the car and, well, find out how far it takes me. Now, I am literally in the last hours of the Ghost season, in which I have an additional 5 fuel, which makes it so that I have a total of 8 fuel. So this is the perfect moment to drive this car, and oh boy, do I want to drive it. I do have it at 6 stars, and I don't think I have a single epic import part applied. Yeah, that is correct. No epics for it, because I got this car through the car hunt, and I did not manage to get any epics from the riot. But it's fine. Even without the epics, this is still a pretty good car overall. Having a look at the stats, it's a pretty fast car for Class A, way above average, although not amongst the fastest. Acceleration is definitely on the weak side, though the handling it's good, and the nitro it's considerably good. So, without further ado, let's find some races. Now, to be completely honest with you, I have played this multiplayer season much less than I wanted to, even though I have a ton of fuel for the cars. I've just been busy doing car hunts and whatnot and whatever. But since the season is about to end, and you know, I want to see if I can get some better rewards, I decided, you know what? How about we try to get to Elite League, or what is it called? Elite? No, Legend League, with this car, and well, let's see if it happens. Now, this is Ghost season, not Ghost Slipstream. So it's interesting because definitely a car with top speed, decent top speed like this one, it's gonna be doing alright. And the fact that it has somewhat decent nitro, in fact I would say pretty decent nitro overall, it makes it so that it's self-reliant. It doesn't have to rely as hard as something like the Peugeot 𝐓𝐚𝐤𝐞 does in Ghost Slipstream. So yeah, I thought, hey, this is a perfect opportunity for me to drive this car, and I'm pretty sure that if I drive well enough, and also depending obviously on my opponents, I might just be able to make it into Legend League within this video. But honestly, I don't know. We're gonna have to find out if my skills are decent enough to get to that point. And I cannot make a video on this car without talking about the really disappointing engine sound. Listen to this. Man, just I can never get over the fact that so many of the engine sounds in this game are just so bad. And for a car like this that is meant to be quite a screamer, it's meant to be, you know, loud and woo, whatnot, and then it sounds just like this, man, that is very disappointing. But that's our first place. Let's go, bye-bye. All right, what was I racing against? We have Huracan Evo, Grand Sport Evo, 918 Spider, Huracan SLR McLaren, and Huracan. All right, so mostly B class car. That's fair. And by the way, here's the ranking where I am. So I am already, you know, a little bit into the Platinum League. Okay, here we go. In this race, there's more Class A cars. I see the Porsche 918. There's the, what, 570S Spider. I did see, I think, a Huracan, and oh yeah, there is the what is this thing called? The Volkswagen W12, which is Class B, but it's a quick Class B. So I think actually it should be a tiny little bit slower than the car that I'm driving. But still, that makes it a pretty fast car, though probably with terrible nitro. But anyway, so and in the video where I did the review of the Peugeot 𝐓𝐚𝐤𝐞, I was talking about how these two cars, the Peugeot 𝐓𝐚𝐤𝐞 and the Aston Martin Victor, in my head are very comparable. Because the stats are similar, though the Peugeot 𝐓𝐚𝐤𝐞 have better acceleration from what I remember, and this car has better nitro. So that's why I was saying that this one with the better nitro, I think it's somewhat decent precisely for this mode, because, well, in Slipstream is where you're going to be using everybody else's Slipstream to get your nitro. And here, if you have decent nitro, then you are, like I said earlier, self-reliant, and I think that is the case with this car. And the fact that it's, ooh, I managed that. The fact that this is considerably fast, even for Class A, because again, I would say that the average speed on Class A is about 360. This is almost 370. So yeah, this is definitely on the fast side. Now, the acceleration obviously lets it down, but if you have enough space to build the speed, then definitely you have a pretty decent opportunity to get something going. Oh my god, the acceleration on that dude just destroyed me, huh? Alright, what was that? Oh, what is that? Is that a, I don't know, what is that? It's the 918 Spider. Okay, I couldn't see it. It was a little bit distorted. I'm like, is that what it is? But anyway, defeated by a Huayra BC and the 918 Spider, but I did beat a Huracan Evo, 2 Huayra BCs at gold, the W12 and the 570S Spider. I thought this was gonna do better because it's an even faster car. though not fully upgraded. Now, obviously, being a top speed-oriented car, then the results will really, and also because of the bad acceleration, the results will heavily depend on the track that you are racing. And that makes sense. And I, by the way, changed the color of my car to black. Or rather, I think it's a very, very, very dark green. I think that's what it is. This is the default color, the only official color for the car. So yes, it's honestly, in my opinion, kind of boring looking like this, but oh well, I thought might as well change the color for the sake of a little bit of variety in this video. And that actually brings me to the idea that I believe, I'm not 100% sure, but from what I remember, this car, IRL, it's a one-of-one. It's a one-off car, so it literally only comes in this color. I could be wrong about this, and if you have information about it, if you have information as to me being wrong about it, then post it in the comments. I'm curious to learn a bit more about these cars, because why not? And I suppose that I'm too lazy to look it up myself. Not too lazy, but you know, I'm kind of busy racing at the moment, and probably by the time I finish recording this video, I will have forgotten. So, yes. But yeah, so the results that you're gonna get with this car really depend obviously on, well, obviously on your opponents, but also on the track that you are racing. If you get into a very twisty track, now this thing actually drifts pretty good, but like I said, the acceleration on this thing, it's not that great. So you're gonna have to do everything that you can to keep your speed going, because otherwise it's gonna take a while for this thing to build it up again. Now, did you see how I was in first place and I just lost it? Let's go, DVT skill issue! Wait up, wait up, wait up! Oh, that was close! Alright, the 𝐓𝐚𝐤𝐿 beat me because of the acceleration, but man, had I done that last section better, maybe I could have gotten the first place. Defeated by a 𝐓𝐚𝐤𝐿 Evo Spider, but I did beat another 𝐓𝐚𝐤𝐿, Aventador J, another 𝐓𝐚𝐤𝐿, Aventador J, a Grand Sport, and a Carrera GT, but that thing is barely upgraded. So yeah, that doesn't really count. See? Black color, it brings bad luck, I guess. Now, if you don't believe me that this is kind of green, when I set up the official visual, it looks kind of black, right? But actually, you kind of see the green. And if you change from here to custom color, it instantly sets you up in the green color. So obviously, incredibly dark, but this is green. If we make it brighter, there you go. So yeah, this is a very, very, very dark green. I don't know why so dark. In fact, I think it's a bit too dark. I think that the real version looks a tiny bit brighter, but oh well. You can say that I don't have dedication to this. I just looked it up, and it indeed seems that this is a one-of-one vehicle based on the Aston Martin 177, so it really only comes in this color. So there you go. I knew I was right. Well, I was doubting if I was right, but I had a suspicion I was right, so there you go. But yeah, so anyway, now we're in a top speed-oriented track, and I don't see... Well, you know what? The Apollo N is actually faster than my car, though it doesn't drift nearly as good, though I don't know if this particular track... Oh! Let's try Nemesis. Jesus Christ. Okay, well, I'm not gonna win this race unless the Tri-Nemesis driver is not very good, but oh well, we'll see. But yeah, this thing actually drifts really, really, really good. Now, that's not to say that it's, you know, a straight up king level drift, but it's good. It feels good when you drift this thing. So while it does have the issues with the acceleration, the drift definitely helps it so that in... Oh God! Oh, I thought I was gonna wreck. I was trying to go for the ramp, but I completely messed it up, and now I'm really, really, literally far behind. Oh well. So yeah, the drift definitely can help it so that it doesn't lose too much the speed when you're drifting, so long as it's not a super long drift or anything. But yeah, if you do lose your speed, it's gonna take a while for you to build it up again. It's fine. That's just one of the cruxes of this car. Now, worth mentioning that this is one of the cars that I consider to be amongst the best Class A cars that you can get for free. In fact, I believe that Class A, this is the only... You know what? I think I'm actually correct about this. I think this is the only 6-star car that has gotten a... Oh, come on! I should have got past them. Anyway, I think this is the only car that is a 6-star car that was in a car hunt. That's kind of crazy. Look at that, a Jesco, a Tryon, and somehow the 𝐓𝐚𝐤𝐿 beat me. Unbelievable. A non-top speed car beat me. That's just shameful, DVT. What's wrong with you? But I did beat a Quara BC, the Apollo N, Vanda, and a Grand Sport. Look at that. The 𝐓𝐚𝐤𝐿 even beat the Vanda. That's peculiar. All right, enough with the boring colors. I brought it in a better color so that I get better results. Everybody knows that. You bring a car in black, it goes slower. That's just how it is. But anyway, So yeah, this is a car that you can or could get for free. It was a Legend Pass car a long time ago, but I think it has had 2 car hunts ever since. At least 1 legendary hunt and 1 regular hunt. So there has been an opportunity for you to acquire this car, but it definitely is on the rare side because again, a car hunt for a 6-star car that needs a gajillion blueprints is gonna be a tough a tough nut to crack. However that saying goes. But yeah, in that sense, I believe that the Peugeot Onyx is the more common car between these two that I consider so similar. But yeah, hey, still not a bad car in any way, shape, or form. Just a little bit disappointing with the acceleration, but it's all right. Now, it does bother me that it's a 6 stars. Not so much for the, well, yes, because of the amount of blueprints that it needed to in order to max and whatnot. But because having 6 stars, it makes it so that it only has 3 fuel. And man, I hate cars with 3 fuels. I really do. That is why I'm driving. I don't normally make videos on this type of cars. Because, well, 3 fuel, what can you do with 3 fuel? Not a whole lot, let me tell you that. And I don't know why the ice is so shiny, but hey, it looks kind of dope. So yeah, 3 fuel is not exactly something that you can do much with. So it's not like I can record videos with this type of cars very often. But now that I had the additional 5 because I've got the Legend Pass for the Lamborghini Invencible and whatnot, well, then I'm making use of all of this fuel in order to make a video with this beauty. And that way, what did I say? Change the color, instant W. Point proven. All right, so defeated 650 GT3. We got 2 Vandas, Peugeot Onyx, and 2 Grand Sport, and a Huracan. Eat it, Huracan. I mean, it's fine. It's fine. Oh, we're back to Greenland, the track that I like the least. I really legit think that just in terms of visuals, this is the track that I like the least. I've talked about it before. It has to do with the colors, the saturation, or rather the desaturation of the colors in this track. But whatever. Not gonna criticize it too much because at the end of the day, it is kind of helpful for a car like this that has some decent top speed. And even though this track has a bunch of S curves and whatnot, again, with the drift of this thing, it should be able to do pretty alright. Oh, look at that. That's a Vantage GT12. Interesting. That's a brave choice given that that's not a very fast car. And it's Class B fighting against a lot of Class A, but I should shut up. Who knows? Maybe he'll end up beating me and I'm gonna be, oh my god, I lost to the GT12. And actually, not too long ago on a stream, I was playing this game and someone told me that I don't like Aston Martin. I was like, what are you talking about? Of course I like Aston Martin. Not all Aston Martin cars, but there's definitely a few that I really like, amongst them precisely the GT12. And the Victor, honestly, I like it a lot, so I didn't mean to do another 360, but okay. So this is where the drift on this thing helps, because look at that. Again, it's not like, wow, this is the most insane drift out there, but it definitely is very good. Very useful. You don't lose too much speed. Well, you do, but obviously, like I said, it has to do with for how long you drift and whatnot. But it's a very good drift on this thing, and yeah, it helps it a lot. Look at that. Just because of that section, I was able to take first place and another W, baby! Oh yeah. And look at that, defeating 3 Huracan Evos. There's a GT12, Apex, MC12, and Huracan Evo. Jesus Christ, everything was Class B in this race. No wonder why I got first place. All right, maybe I shouldn't celebrate that much about this, but whatever, it's fine. Okay, my hopes of getting to Legend League within this video have been crushed because now we're in the Caribbean, and I saw at least 1 Banda, a couple of Huayra BCs, and oh, look at that, an Apollo IE. Granted, that's Class B and it's not as fast, but we'll see. Let's hope that I can do something half decent over here and not finish last. That'll be more than enough for me. All right, that was a bad jump, but it's fine. We can come back. We can come back. In this section, a lot of people love to mess it up, so... All right, not these people. Fine. These people know what they're doing. But all right, this jump definitely helps my top speed. Oh, my top speed helped with that jump. That's how I should have said it. And now I'm just gonna try to keep my top speed going. Shockwave, yes. No, I didn't mean to do that, but okay. Well, you know what? Let's say that it was on purpose. Listen, if I can at least get podium, that'd be fine. I think I am like 4 kilometers faster than the Huayra BC. So if I don't mess it too much, I should be able to keep my podium. Let's go, baby! All right, look at that. Even what did I say? Even in a twisted track. Granted, this is not the twistiest version of this track, but still. Look at that, the Apollo A beat me. I was just, oh, it's just slower than me, and it still proceeds to beat me. It's fine. I did beat all of the Huayra BCs. I thought these were gonna be doing better. I'm surprised they didn't, but you know what? I'm not too surprised that the Bandit did great in this track because, well, that's his specialty, really. Holy moly, is that a Jag? Whatever, super fast Class A car? Yes, it is. Oh boy. So yeah, I'm definitely not gonna be hitting Legend League within this video, but I think I have shown that this car is... Ah, come on! This car is more than capable of putting a good fight against a lot of Class A cars, especially in Ghost. Probably in Slipstream, it's still gonna be doing great. And in Classic, well, you're just gonna have to put some effort into not colliding a lot with people, not losing too much of your... Oh my god, what am I doing? Not losing too much your speed and whatnot. But yeah, this is most definitely a very strong car that has been given away for free technically by now. So yes, and by the way, if you want to get a heart and a pin on this video, you need to leave me the key phrase, which for today is going to be grindy as it is. A car hunt for this car is worth grinding. First person to post it gets the heart, the pin, you know how this works. So yeah, if there's another car hunt for this thing, I would recommend you to go for it. Now, if you already have the... Oh, look at that. The Jag actually was not winning. What? That's strange. I would have expected that. Well, that thing honestly accelerates even worse. But anyway, yeah, if there's another car hunt for this thing and you don't have the Onyx, you don't have the cars to get all the Onyx stuff, then go for this one. Because, man, this do be good. And it's pretty comparable to the Onyx, though. A little bit different in some of the sense. And I'm literally last place. Let's go, baby. Well, you know. I think this is the first race in which I actually lose points. But like I said, it's still a very, very good car. So, there you have it. If you enjoyed this video, you know what to do. Hit the like button, all of that good stuff. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.